The great.
What?
When I thought.
I think...
We... Sent... Or...
Like... He... Exception.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to The Witcher 3. Now, it's still glitching. It just suddenly cuts me out of the game and stuff. It's really weird. So I'm gonna constantly save so we don't like lose progress.
It's a metaphor of the constant struggle.
Absinthe, the preferred hooch of artists.
Careful. It packs a pretty powerful punch.
I've built up a pretty powerful resistance.
Anyway, here we go.
Someone left their loot behind. Looks a little like dandelions.
This was scratched. Someone beat him with it once.
Empty, heart-shaped box. Cecilia must have left it behind.
It looks like it held a flask of perfume. A gift from the Cintrian, I imagine.
Scent still hangs in the air. Let's follow it. Do take care.
Need to remind you that neither did you. This painting, it's very good to see you.
Alright,
Things are good.
But what if he doesn't come?
He'll definitely.
gotta talk to the bodyguard.
As I said, only Mandragora artists allowed. Nothing I can do.
Come. We must consider what to do.
I'd recognize that voice anywhere.
You must be mistaking me for someone else.
I served 15 years in the palace. Your Grace, I'd not mistake you for anyone.
Shh. Not so loud. We are here incognito, on state business.
Yes, Your Grace. How may I serve?
I hope we can count on your discretion.
Of course. I shall be silent as the grave.
Looking for Cecilia Bellant. Seen her?
She's in her dressing room, where she went with a nobleman. They clearly were drawn to each other.
What did the man look like?
Tall, broad-shouldered, a black beard peeping out from under his mask, and he spoke with a foreign accent, a drawl of sorts.
I bet you we know him.
We must get to the dressing room, quickly.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take you.
No, stay here. Anyone tries to flee, you stop them.
Understood.
Quickly, upstairs.
Here we are. Can I save you? No.
That must be Cecilia.
No pulse. We're too late.
Shit.
He slit her throat. The brute.
Didn't go out the door. Guard would have noticed. Might still be somewhere here.
You must find him before he harms another. I shall alert Oriana. At once. She should bring her soirée to a close.
Shouldn't split up.
Geralt, I will be fine. Go after that rogue. I shall fetch help.
We gotta trust her. Alright, save here.
Killed her, then went out on the balcony.
Yeah, we can tell there's a handprint.
Bloody handprint. It That's his.
Getting a lot of stuff here I could sell.
Tore down the door. Made a platform. Clever. Must be pretty strong, too. Broke the flower pot when moving the door, then stepped in the soil. Footprints must have cleared by slather boots.
Didn't realize there's a ladder here.
Could still be here. Need to stay alert. Links of a snapped chain. Jewel must have been on it. Precious stone. Bloody fingerprint on it. Thief came for this. Must have. Tiny chain links next to it. From a snapped necklace? Seems there was a struggle. Jewelry box. Lock's busted. Picked open, probably. Smashed mirror. Someone crashed into it, hard, then sank to the floor.
Crawled along it.
Bloodstains. Looks valuable, but it's not what he came for. Sconce is bent, smeared with blood. Someone try to grab it?
I believe he went out the window.
Blood on the window frame. Someone climb out? Fall out? Empty inkwell. Knocked over, turned toward the room. Canvas is cut. Somebody took a knife to the painting, looks like.
It's a knife.
Hunting knife. Richly ornamented. Used during the fight, probably. Jewel was in the box, it seems. Centurion tried to steal it, but someone got in his way. They fought, struggled, that's clear. Ended with one of them flying out the window. Fall had to have killed them. Jewel's still here, though, so our Centurion must have been the flyer.
So, this is the tracker. A witcher, yes?
Indeed, this is him. We found the body together. Then he set off in pursuit of the killer.
And ended up here, but I've only found evidence of a fight. Seems the Centurion's killed his last. Finally failed this time. Shame it happened too late for Cecilia.
Poor girl. Always told her she chose her males badly. But I would never have suspected she could arrive with a murderer. I'll alert the staff. Have them see to her body at once. Meanwhile, we should sit. I will tell you everything, in full detail.
We could check the bottle.
Red-handed, attempting to burgle, rifling through my possessions.
What did you
Oh.
do? Summon the guards?
There was no time. I feared he'd escape, refused to give him the chance. He stood with his back to me, so I attacked. He struck his head on a picture frame as we struggled. He was bleeding, dazed, and then he drew a knife. Everything happened very quickly then. I knocked the weapon out of his hand and pushed him hard. He
Fell out of the window.
just so.
None too wise picking a fight with an armed robber.
Why? Because I'm a woman, in a frock rather than plate. I can take care of myself, I assure you. A hairpin might look like mere ornament, but plunged into an eye, it can be as effective as a blade.
Huh.
Claim the man was trying to rob you when you walked into the room?
Yes. He stood over my dressing table, pouring through my jewelry.
After this is my guess. Picked it up while searching.
Why, that's the heart of Toussaint. Oriana, how did you ever come to have it?
I bought it many years ago from a young woman.
Claim the man was trying to rob you when you walked into the room?
Yes. He stood over my dressing table, pouring through my jewelry.
Mm-hmm. After this is my guess. Picked it up while
Oh, wait, I
searching.
already did that.
Why, that's the...
I bought it.
Jewel seems important. Why?
The heart is an heirloom. It belonged to my family for years.
Hmm.
Then it disappeared. I didn't think we would ever recover it.
Seems someone is very determined to find it. The thief left his tool bag behind. Found this drawing inside it. Look.
I see.
The heart of Toussaint. Representation. Got very clear instructions what to look for.
So it is not him we seek, but his employer. Is this the only evidence we found?
Also happened on the weapon he attacked Oriana with. Hunting knife. Used to skin game. Got an emblem on its hilt.
This crest is used by the Lords of Duntine. The present master of the castle is a passionate hunter. Our next lead, perhaps.
Duntine. Remember the place. Abandoned ruin just a few years ago.
More recently, the family's last heir, Roderick, returned to his ancestral seat and restored the castle.
Know any more about this Roderick?
His grandfather was an advisor to Queen Ademarta. The family received those lands as a grant for his service. Roderick is quite the recluse. He avoids society, preferring the company of a small team of knights, though the latter term is imprecise, as they seem more akin to vandals with crests on their shields.
Knights Round Table.
Everything we discussed here, hope you'll keep it to yourself. Counting on it, in fact. Word gets out he, failed in his attempt to steal the jewel. His employer could run. We need to proceed cautiously.
Discretion is in the interest of us all. I'll not ask what this is about, just as I expect not to be troubled about it again. By anyone.
Forgive me, Madam Oriana, but might I have a word?
You must excuse me a moment.
Oriana, any thoughts?
Few make me feel awkward, but in her presence, I sense anxiety, discomfort.
Interesting.
The drawing. It's on the same type of paper the victims' names were written on. Drawn with the same ink, too. Seems the work of our blackmailers.
Who were not only behind the beast's murders, but also stole the Son Real and sought to steal the heart of Toussaint.
Look, the wine, the jewel, both tied to you intrinsically. Coincidence? Not something I'm willing to believe. Worried about one thing. That somewhere at the end of this scheme, plan might call for an attempt on your life.
It could be something else altogether.
Likely not.
My sister, Siana, might be among the schemers. She
You have a
left
sister?
court when we were children. My parents banished her from the duchy. I've not seen her since.
Why was she banished?
What did your sister do to get banished?
Siana was cursed.
Parents run afoul of some mage?
No. She was born at an inopportune moment. They said she was touched by the curse of the Black Sun. Geralt, is it true? Can an individual be evil because they were born during the wrong lunar phase?
Could be the case. Could also be because they were treated like lepers from birth.
Yes.
Isolated, prodded, ostracized. Couldn't have had it easy, Sienna.
That's nature versus nurture.
She was angry at the whole world. She felt inferior, felt pain, though she masked this with confidence, arrogance even. also be cruel at times. I recall one such situation. She persuaded Cedric the Coolbird that she could see the future in her dreams. We were children, and Cedric's brother was smitten with me. It was an innocent childhood crush. Sienna knew of it. She told Cedric of a dream she had had, that he would die at the hands of his own brother. Cedric stole his father's sword and killed his brother. She destroyed 2 lives with a prank. Cedric mourns to this day. In the end, they forced her to leave the palace. A decade passed. More. I've missed her terribly since.
You think she's
Think your
involved?
sister might be involved? Why?
You see, I recall her always being rather possessive, throwing jealous fits if I had something she didn't.
Here, that's normal for sisters. Rivalry.
True. I suppose I gave as good as I got. There are times I miss that very much. The wine, its theft, was the first clue. That's very much like her. She always did enjoy stealing my toys, but I grew almost certain when I saw the heart of Toussaint. Sienna received it from father as a gift. At a time when my parents thought of her as but an ill-behaved little girl, someone wanted some of my wine. The same someone ordered our family jewels stolen, or recovered. It's my sister. It must be.
A fallen princess satisfying whims, going after lost luxuries?
Could be right.
Be right.
Your mission has gained new import. You must go to Duntine, and if Sienna is there, you must find her. No matter what she did, she is not to be harmed in any way, shape, or form. You must make sure of that.
She must not be harmed. No matter what she did, she is not to be harmed in any way, shape or form. You must make sure that. I'll see to
I'll
it.
find her if she's there.
I hope you do. I very much wish to talk to her. Sister to sister.
Your Grace, Geralt, I'd like to introduce...
Regis! What a surprise! I had no idea you were in Beauclair. And this is...
My very dear friend, Detlaf van der Eretain, an arrival from Nazaire. We are lending our combined resources to the Witch's Hunt.
Ah, yes. Splendid. But why are you here at Oriana's?
They came to pay me a surprise visit, so I invited Regis in for a glass of wine. We've known each other for... ages. Literally. Witcher, I hear you know Regis too. Even that you are friends.
All true.
Few I can rely on like I can on Regis. Kinda hoping he thinks the same of me.
Curious. It seems opposites really do attract.
Don't be fooled, dear. Geralt has many merits. He merely hides them from the world very diligently.
You said you're both aiding him with his contract. It involves the Beast of Beauclair, I suspect. Master Witcher, maybe you could satisfy my curiosity. What's it like going toe-to-toe with a monster, knowing you've only 2 options, to kill or be killed?
Despite what you might have heard, I don't lunge at every monster I see sword in hand. Talking gets the job done for some.
I wonder what a monster might have to say to you.
It might want to apologize.
My word. For what might a monster wish to apologize to a witcher?
For killing. Though at times there is no choice, when loved ones are at risk and require protection.
Just like humans.
Same as humans. Put them in that situation, they'll kill too.
You understand this. It must be why you and Regis are friends. If I understand you correctly, you would rather help a monster than kill it.
If possible, yeah. Or at least try.
Enough about it.
This is tense.
Regis mentioned you come from Nazaire. I spent time there as a child.
Fond memories?
It was wonderful. I was positively entranced by the land's fashions. Deep-cut dresses I found most fascinating.
I believe we're running short on
I was
wine.
not expecting
I should
this.
go to the cellar, bring another bottle.
Let me go. Wanna help, Regis? Know your wine a lot better than I know mine.
We shall return forthwith. An exceptional conversation, don't you think? Vampires, a witcher, and the Duchess of Toussaint? My.
Highly exceptional, Regis. Wanted to talk to you in private. You crazy bringing Detloff here?
Geralt, allow me to explain.
No, let me explain. He's dangerous, and you were gonna watch him.
But that is precisely what I'm doing. Detloff believes you'll succeed in your task, and he'll not need to kill anymore. That is, not until he gets his hands on the men who kidnapped his Renner.
Guessing it's no accident you two stopped by.
It would be quite some coincidence indeed. No, a dutiful little bird told us.
Oriana. She really your friend?
Yeah.
Can she be trusted?
I met her years ago, before I met you, and before she settled in Beauclair. We'd not seen one another in... I can't begin to tell you in how long. But I shall tell you all about her some other day.
Alright, I'd like to hear about that.
Now listen close. Managed to learn where the blackmailers are. They're based at Duntine Castle.
That's splendid news. If they are there, Renner must be there as well.
Duchess expects we'll find her long-lost sister there, too. Thing is, she might be involved. Could be behind the blackmailing.
Do you
Wait a
mean to
minute.
say your task now is to extract 2 women from the castle?
Mean to say we can't breathe a word of this to Detloff, who wants revenge above all else.
Geralt, you must trust me. I've got a way with...
No, Regis. Can't risk it. Gotta keep Detloff here while I go to Duntine.
Alone?
Alone. That way I can make sure neither woman will come to any harm.
I hope you know what you're doing. Fine. I shall see to Detloff. Good luck, my friend.
Whew.
Splendidly, Detlef. Ah, I'm grateful you brought back those memories. You're back. It took you long enough.
Contrary to what common folk believe, choosing a wine is not nearly as easy as it might seem. Especially a wine to be served to 2 exquisite ladies.
Regis, gallant as ever. I regret all the more that I shan't finish this second bottle with you. Duty calls.
Your Grace, always a pleasure.
I thank you for your help. It's been
Gosh.
invaluable.
This has been so fun. I love this. I can love this DLC. Uh-oh. Does the Duchess finally want to,
You have
go to
exceptional
town? Huh?
friends.
I'm sorry.
Detlef, an intriguing man to say the least.
Don't know him too well. He say much about himself?
Not much, but I've a good sense of the true nature of those I meet. I'd not survive a week at court otherwise.
So what's his?
Sensitive, sad. He carries within him the weight of a terrible tragedy. He is a good man, but lost, which is why he comes across as grim.
Didn't expect the evening to end like this.
Neither did I. But I have not drawn you out for a romantic stroll. I wish to make certain you know what you are to do.
Gotta go to Duntine.
I've decided my guardsmen will support you. You will meet them at Count Delacroix' mill. It stands along the Saône-Retour River, near the Cockatrice Inn. Captain de la Tour and his men will await you there at midnight. You shall storm the castle together.
Alright, that sounds reasonably safe. Shouldn't be harmed. But I have a slight feeling that Detloff is gonna, like, appear and just ruin everything. High chance. Alright. Do a save here. Whoa. It's teaching me about dyes. Yes, I understand how Witcher school bonuses work. Now. Also, that looks absolutely amazing. We will actually go through with that, probably. But if that is true, best we be repairing then. We have the armorer over here, pretty sure.
What do you have up?
Toussaint armor. Toussaint Knight's armor. Ooh. The problem is this armor is level 44. What's that? Jeez. We're just repair equipped. Could go through and sell us.
Farewell.
Good luck on the path. Best battles around.
Alright. I know one thing that we're gonna do. Make our way to the blacksmith.
Discounts on purchases of 10 or more.
Oh, so I know that the sword's part of the set, which it is, but I don't actually have to have it equipped if I want to, you know, actually have the perks of this armor set. Show me your wares. You should be selling a Toussaint steel sword. Oh. Apparently the Descent, I heard the Descent Steel Sword is the best. Well, anyway, that's better.
Farewell.
No, see you later.
There we go. I would actually like to, yeah. I want to go back to my, like, house. I'm gonna do some, renovating. Not renovating, but decorating. Should be around. Yeah, place a marker there. I'll be able to fast travel. It's a very nice place. Now what I'm curious is does Corvo Bianco have an armor stand? I'm gonna quickly have a Google if it does and better find it. Corvo Bianco have a armor stands. Inside the house there are multiple armor stands with racks. Oh, there actually is. Oh, after the renovations. Oh wait, but it's probably been 3 days. I did do house renovations. So yeah, you can already tell it's had a repaint here. Oh yeah, it certainly has. See, those are the armor stands.
Renovations coming along all right, Barnabas Basil?
Superbly, sir. General refurbishment has been completed. And I took the liberty of adding 2 racks, each upon which you might hang weapons and armor, if you've some pieces you'd like to display. Likewise, I have prepared a few spots in which new paintings might be hung. In other news, the laborers dusting out the cellar have made a most unusual discovery. I believe it's something you'll wish to see.
I'll look at it later.
Fine, but maybe later. Something I'd like to ask you right now.
I am all ears.
Thanks.
Armor stand. Look at that. Got no more paintings, but it looks very cool.
I do not know how I will ever repay you, Witcher.
Don't expect to be paid. Hope you're feeling better, that's all.
Oh, yes, I feel my strength returning thanks chiefly to Barnabas Basil's care.
Horrible ordeal you endured. Glad I cut it short.
Yes, years of suffering. Do you know what was worse than the hunger? Watching my loved ones, my children grow old and die. All my family's long gone now. The last of my kin perished decades past. I fear I've nowhere to go.
You could stay here.
This is a big house, big estate. You can stay here.
Truly? I could never infringe so on your hospitality. Yet,
Yeah.
after all I've suffered, the years of starvation, I've but one dream. At last to prepare food that fortifies, nourishes, to delight in the tastes and smells of spices, to sit at one table with others and eat.
Don't see a problem if that's your dream. You could help Barnabas Basil in the
Boom!
kitchen.
She's got a job.
Eating his meals. You know he's not a culinary virtuoso.
Nothing could make me happier. Thank you.
No, thank you. House could use a woman's touch.
I've one other thing I'd like to tell you. Many years ago, my father assembled valuables for my dowry. I never wed, so they remained unclaimed. These baubles are no use to me now, but to you, well, perhaps let them be a token of my gratitude. If you wish to find them, you must go to my old home, to Trastamara. The dowry lies hidden in a barrel in the cellar. There are several barrels. You must give each a knock until you find the right one.
Do just that. Thanks.
Take
See you
care.
later.
Take care, Witcher. And remember, you always have warm food awaiting your return.
The Hunger Game. Yeah, because I couldn't say the Hunger Games. Which, by the way, this reminds me, I got sword and armor I'd like to return. So, go down here. Toussaint Knight's armor. Toussaint Knight's boots. Which is pretty cool. We just need some Toussaint Knight pants, really. And gauntlets. Bed level. Huh. Sleeping has benefits. We'll do this mission
How
though.
might I be of service, sir?
Vineyard
Baron?
He was
No, he never said.
shame.
Okay.
Thing.
What was the no place like home? Let's go search the cellar. Let's see what this is about.
Strange. Something behind this wall, I think.
Just destroyed my home. Nothing wrong with it. Oh, it's an alchemy station.
Laboratory. Must have been an alchemist at one time.
This is where you... Finally. Nice to see my neighbors. Restores alchemy. That's really useful. You finally got a home. Gosh, we have a lot of secondary quests. Might not be a bad mission to do. But here. Oh, okay, it's actually, I'm at the closest location, so, Roach. Gonna need you.
Faster.
Oh, so I see people doing a lot of this, heavy strike. You are nearing the turning point in the story. After this, you'll no longer be able to finish certain side quests. Save your game before continuing. Cancel. Jesus, okay. I didn't realize we were at the... towards the ending. Gosh. I might have to make some hard choices, so... You know what, I'm actually going to leave this episode here. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, click the bell icon, links in the description for Twitch and Discord. Have a good one, guys. Peace.